Alright, we're doing this again, and this time, the folks here at the office have recommended me some stuff, and I'm gonna be honest. Every time they do, it's always the cringiest, weirdest stuff possible. So I'm gonna make a request to you watching right now. Please, in the comments below, give me some suggestions. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to watch whatever the hell weird stuff they're gonna want me to watch.
We will move the U.S. capital to Oakland, California. What is a Bay Area?
And it's gonna hurt my soul, is what it's gonna do. So I'm begging you, send me good things. What are the kids into that's good, that's fun, that won't make me question all my choices? Yes, I'm putting that on you, but I'm hoping you'll help me. In the meantime, let's continue down this path with what we've been asked to look at today. So today we're taking a look at TikTok acting, which, I gotta be honest, is probably no different than Vine acting or YouTube acting or that kid in your drama class who really wanted the lead in the play and he would just audition all the time. You know what I mean? It's hyper cringe, but like, I get it. If acting's your thing, you want to constantly be showing off your acting, and there are many reasons people do it, and I want to believe it's because they're really into acting, but I also feel like a lot of it's trying to impress a person or trying to seem cool. Or there's many layers to this, especially when it's done online. But I guess we're gonna check out the TikTok version today. That's fine by me. Let's jump in. As a thespian nerd myself, I'm expecting great things.
I'm sorry. Don't leave me. I want you.
Oh my god. Police officer rushes to crime scene where his daughter has been found. Okay, but was this TikTok edited? Because, well, alright, let's let it play out. I have questions. But also, nah! I love the hashtag fiction. 2 million likes! Dude. Where is this man running from? Where is this man running from? He's just really, you know what? He's upset. He's got to get there fast.
Don't tell me that your love is gone.
There it is. That him at the beginning going, no! Was that the end of when he finds the body? Like that cut, like at first it didn't make sense because like, wait a minute. He's screaming like he just saw his kid. But all right, look, this is classic overacting 101 and I am here for it. This is the Nick Cage school of acting. Just go 110%. You don't even need to explain why, just do it. It is goofy. It is absolutely bizarre, but that's kind of what acting is without context. You know what I mean? If someone, it's like if you existed in a world that was a musical, but you just didn't know and the people broke into song, you'd be like, what the shit? That's this. This is like in a world where everyone's just going about their business. This guy is like, no! And he's free. And I'd be like, what? Bro, you okay? Yeah, I mean, it's silly. It's a little strange, but that's the vibe. I think my big takeaway about this is, in a way, this is no different than the woman who's like, orb, right? It's just an actor acting online, except this is just an extreme version of acting that I think a lot of acting teachers would be like, you can tone it down about 60%. But all right, sure, man. This guy really wanted to have his moment, and he did. This one is...
You're too late.
Will you think about it?
Think about what?
Picking up where we left off.
Where was that? We never got on. You can't get off if you don't get on, Peter.
I don't think it's that simple.
Of course you don't, because you complicate things.
You don't understand. I'm not an empty seat anymore.
It says Tobey Maguire voice impression. And I just noticed that. But I thought it was some guy doing a goof, making a stupid voice for Tobey Maguire. And I didn't know it was supposed to be an impression. And I liked it better not knowing it was supposed to be an impression of Tobey Maguire. We got to keep that going. Hold on.
I'm different. Punch me, I plead.
Come on, it's me, Tobey Maguire. Oh, Toby! It's not easy being Toby. Okay, sure, man. This is what happens. This is what happens when you let the team at the office decide what I watch. We could have been doing good things here today. Hey, acting viral, trending TikTok.
Can I get a tall chai?
A large black coffee.
A what?
Okay, I've seen this before, really quickly before I let this man continue. There are these things where they do like one half of the screen is real acting, which is a weird thing, and the other half is TikTok acting. But usually I'll see like stage acting versus cartoon acting versus, like theater acting versus TV acting versus film, like that kind of thing. And they'll all try to spin it as like, this is different. This is the real acting versus TikTok acting. TikTok acting isn't a thing. There's acting, and then there's not acting or overacting. And I feel like TikTok acting is overacting. It is just designed to get you to be like, what? You'll see
Large
right here.
Black coffee.
Do you mean a venti?
No, I mean a large.
He means a venti. Yeah, the biggest one you got. Venti is large.
No, venti is 20.
Danny.
Yeah. Large is large. In fact, tall is large, and grande is Spanish for large. Venti's the only one that doesn't mean large. It's also the only one that's Italian.
Yeah, it's kind of like, honestly, TikTok acting is more like stage acting. When you watch this, it's big, it's grand, it's designed to be seen from far away, despite not having monitors. You know, like when you're doing TV or movie, everyone's seeing a close-up of you or whatever, and you don't need to be grand in your gestures because it's supposed to be, this is real. But on theater and performances like that, you need to be big and boisterous so that people in the audience can see you. It's the same thing, I would imagine, with anime acting. It's a different style where if you're doing voiceovers or you're doing something more like if you were on the One Piece live action, you would want to be bigger and more over the top and do things that are like, you know, very Luffy-esque, where he's like, yeah! You want to do those things because that's what is expected of that thing. And that's honestly a really good example of the two differences and what I'm seeing, you know?
What did you just say to me? Playful flirting. What did you just say to me? Cold, quiet rage. What did you just say to me? Awestruck wonder. What did you just say to me?
The smile at the end. All right, those are tough. Having done those in the past, being like hit with like just act really quick, not bad. I don't know why I'm judging this man's acting. I genuinely feel terrible because I'm not like an actor by any means, but I've been asked to act in things before, and I don't think I'm very good. So I always feel weird being like, was that good acting? But you also know it when you see it. You know what I mean? Like, I can recognize I'm not great at it simply because I recognize good acting.
I have discovered more information than any hacker ever has. Ever.
I think I can be passable, but I wouldn't cast me as the lead in anything, that's for sure.
You didn't even try. You didn't even try. You didn't even try!
She's good. She's very good. However, the music is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Which just goes to show the power of music in cinema or TV or whatever. Good music can change how you feel about a thing. She's quite good, actually. Why am I getting analytical? You know what? That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I don't think I can judge any of these people or mock them for following their dreams or doing their thing online. Some of it's way over the top. But also, different people like different things, and I like Nick Cage, so I love me some over-the-top acting. All right, standing up against... Oh, boy.
What's the matter with you? Get off of me! You need professional help! This infatuation with Mia, this crush, not a crush! That was April. She was my girlfriend for a fucking year! Mia was the one person who actually cared about me!
I would say, pick a scene that you can emotionally give us. Does that make sense? Like, this is a young woman acting in a very emotional scene, but it's mostly her face, and her face isn't giving us the emotion of the scene. The person in the scene is like screaming and crying, and she doesn't seem as intense.
This infatuation with Mia, this crush, not a crush.
Like that line right there, the way she's like, I didn't see it in the eyes, you know? There's like a performative aspect to this that isn't about the performance, it's about something else. Like, visibly.
That was April. She was my girlfriend for a fucking year.
Like that line, fucking. There was some emotion and intensity there, and it wasn't expressed on her face. Bourbon always does the trick.
Do you do it?
The seat's taken.
But there's no one here.
Well, I'm just gonna pretend like there's someone there, because the alternative is just too damn depressing.
Did you set off the explosion that killed the town council?
Am I wearing my I blew up the council t-shirt? Why is it?
This took the craziest turn. First off, going back to the idea of performative stuff on TikTok, this is a prime example. My man here might be a world-class actor. I don't know anything about Carl Kugelman, but what I do know is this scene is not designed to showcase his acting talent. It's designed to showcase him looking hot with a thing of bourbon so that ladies will drop in his DMs. I've never been more convinced of anything in my entire life. You couldn't convince me otherwise. With that said, this bit right here...
Did you set off the explosion that killed the town council?
Am I wearing my I blew up the
is one of the crazy... The first part of it is like, oh, hey, are you sitting alone or whatever? Also, did you blow up the... Like, that's... What is this from? That's crazy. Hold on.
Do you do it?
The seat's taken.
But there's no one here.
Well, I'm just gonna pretend like there's someone there, because the alternative is just too damn depressing.
Also, this scene feels like it was designed for them to be like, he's cool, and you want to have sex with him, right, ladies? Or guys, I don't know. But it, like, even the way the scene is designed, this... What is TVD? It feels like a show designed for the WB and or the 8 p.m. time slot on Fox. You know what I mean? That's like, yeah.
Vintage acting challenge.
Do it, acting challenge.
To the gray line. Are you nearly ready?
Nearly. How do I look?
How do you look?
Well,
You're serious.
deadly.
Darling, you shine like a diamond.
A diamond.
So bright. Why, shooting stars would be afraid to fly by.
You're just saying that.
No, I mean it.
Or do you love me?
Do I love you? You're in the silly questions tonight, kid.
It's not silly for a lady to want to hear it.
I don't know what they're called, but the brief intervals between the seconds. I always think of you during those.
Lovely. But you didn't answer my question.
Darling, if you're...
There's like a missing intensity. I don't know if I'm the only one picking up on that, but like, first off, the music feels weird in this scene. It almost takes away from it. But more importantly, this feels like when two people are doing voice work, but they aren't in the same room together and they don't know what the other person's line read was, where it's like close. It's very close because they understand what the scene's supposed to be, but it's not exactly right. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example.
Look.
Well,
You're serious.
deadly.
It feels like something's missing. Like there's a lack of context between these two people having this conversation. It doesn't feel like they're really talking to each other. Does that make sense? Just feels like two actors acting 2 separate scenes that were then put together. And does that make sense? I think that's one of the hardest things in acting, is to genuinely have a conversation with the person and not just recite lines at each other. And you can recite lines very well. That's what I do. I love a good line reciting. It's one of the few I'm just not good at, like, well, what I'm trying to say the problem here is. Because I'm too busy thinking about the lines and not screwing up the lines, when in reality, I should be not worrying about the lines at all and let them come out of me as I act in the scene and I embody the character. Boy, this became like an actor's workshop. I feel bad because it makes it seem like I'm trying to poo-poo all these people who are putting their hearts out there. But that's not what I'm trying to do at all. I think, bless them all for putting themselves out there. I understand. And then we have, a comedy acting challenge. Oh, am I the duet? Okay, hold on.
Comedy acting
Go.
challenge. Duet me. You're the orange line. Let's go.
So what do we do now?
Oh, maybe we move the body?
Right, wait. Are we not supposed to move the body?
Technically, yes.
Isn't that tampering with the crime scene?
Also, yes.
Then why are we moving the body?
Because we did the crime?
That's a bad thing?
Yes!
I never thought of it that way.
Are you gonna help me or not?
Oh, right, yes. See, I'm not great. That's tough to do. Oh, that's funny. Hold on, can I do a different voice? So, what do we do now?
Maybe we move the body?
Wait. Aren't we not supposed to move the body?
Technically, yes.
Isn't that tampering with the crime scene?
Also, yes.
Then why are we moving the body?
Because we did the crime?
And that's a bad thing?
Yes!
I never thought of it that way.
Are you gonna help me or not?
Right, yes. I can do this all day. This is how you know I'm that acting nerd. I will be here and be like, this is silly, this is whatever. But then I will do it and not be very good at it. Anyway, what I'm saying is, none of this is unique or new. It's been happening online. I can't even mock it or hate it. Yeah, but also, acting.